Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a classic tale that has been told for generations. A story that holds a mirror up to our own behaviors and thoughts. It's the story of The Fox and the Grapes, but we're going to look at it through a lens you might not have considered before. A powerful lesson about the nature of greed and how we handle disappointment. Imagine a sun-drenched afternoon in a lush vineyard. The air is warm, and the sweet scent of ripening fruit hangs heavy. A clever fox, trotting along a dusty path, happens to glance up. His eyes lock onto the most magnificent cluster of grapes he has ever seen. They were a deep, royal purple, plump and glistening under the golden sun, promising a burst of sugary sweet juice. Instantly, a powerful craving seized him. He had to have them. His mouth watering, the fox took a few steps back, crouched low, and then launched himself into the air. His paws stretched out, but he fell just short, landing with a soft thud on the ground. He shook his head, a little surprised but undeterred. All right, he thought, a little more effort. He backed up further this time, took a running start, and leaped with all his might. Again, he missed, the grapes swaying tantalizingly just out of his reach. He tried again, and again, and again. He jumped, he scrambled up the trellis. He tried every trick he knew, but the grapes remained stubbornly high above him. Exhausted, panting, and covered in dust, the fox finally slumped to the ground. He stared up at the grapes, his desire now mixed with a growing frustration. A sense of failure began to creep in. But instead of simply accepting that the grapes were beyond his grasp, something interesting happened. His mindset began to shift. He looked at the beautiful plump grapes one last time, wrinkled his nose in disdain, and muttered to himself, HNPH, I'm sure they're sour anyway. Who would want sour grapes? They're probably not even ripe. With a flick of his tail and a self-satisfied smirk, he turned his back on the vineyard and trotted away, pretending he had never wanted the grapes in the first place. Now, this is where the story gets really interesting. On the surface, it's about a fox who couldn't get what he wanted. But the real lesson is in his reaction. This is what we call sour grapes behavior. When we can't achieve something we desperately desire, whether it's a promotion, a relationship, or a personal goal, it's easy to protect our ego by devaluing the very thing we wanted. We tell ourselves, oh, that job would have been too stressful anyway, or I didn't really like them that much. Just like the fox convincing himself the grapes were sour. This story serves as a powerful reminder about greed and perspective. The fox's initial desire was so intense that his inability to satisfy it led him to create a false narrative. Greed isn't just about wanting more. It's about the unhealthy attachment to a desire and the negative ways we react when that desire is unfulfilled. It can twist our perception of reality and prevent us from learning from our experiences. Instead of acknowledging his limits and moving on gracefully, the fox chose to live in a state of denial, belittling the prize he couldn't win. Think about it in your own life. Have you ever found yourself minimizing a goal you failed to reach? It's a natural defense mechanism, but it can hold us back. True strength lies in acknowledging our efforts, accepting our shortcomings, and learning from the experience without bitterness. It's about being able to say, I tried my best, but it wasn't meant to be this time. And then moving forward with your head held high, ready for the next opportunity. It's about recognizing that not every grape is meant for us, and that's perfectly okay. there are plenty of other wonderful things within our reach. So, the next time you face a challenge that seems just out of reach, remember the fox. Don't let your disappointment turn sweet grapes sour. Instead, appreciate the effort, learn the lesson, and keep moving forward with a positive and honest heart. Thank you so much for watching and for spending this time with me. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more tales that make us think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay inspired.